All right, a beautiful Sunday evening, day number 19 in the month of October 2025. Good evening, folks, and welcome to IMaH here on Metropolitan Television. IMaH is proudly brought to you by the Ghana Revenue Authority, GWEL PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link Network Services, Meridian Port Services, MPS, and indeed, Phoenix Insurance. The show is proudly powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority-GPHA, and our media partner on this journey of a lifetime is the Business and Financial Times, the BNFT. Now, if you want to have a grasp of all that transpired in the show tonight, make a date and grab the Thursday edition of the BNFT, and you'll be able to read all that happened here on the show. Now, tonight, we are streaming live on our social media pages as usual. On Facebook, we are live at Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Still on Facebook, we are live at Port of Tema. And on YouTube, we are streaming live at IOnPort. Now, we shall be getting interactive with you as usual. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, grab your phones, and send us your messages and comments ahead via our dedicated WhatsApp line, which is 0538-037353. 0538-037353. When the time is ripe and I pick signals from the production team, we shall activate the phone lines for you to call in and contribute to the discussion. My name is Kennedy Mona. We're going for a quick break. When we return, we'll continue with the show. Please stay with us.
Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will feel ya, huh? Will be feel. Goil, good energy. Ja, ya, ya.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Welcome to today's edition of Serene Insurance Business News. We present to you Serena.
You're right. You can complete an entire insurance process for the purchase of any motor and other insurance products, from onboarding to issuing a motor insurance sticker and policy certificate, all on WhatsApp in less than 10 minutes. Serena is simple to use and it prioritizes user ease and flexibility. You can either use voice notes or text to effortlessly issue your instant policy, cross-platform renewals, claims, and also process your payments through mobile money, Visa, and MasterCard. To engage Serena, just search for Serena Insurance on all social media handles and scan the Serena barcode or save her number 0500 517 114 and start chatting her on WhatsApp immediately.
There you have it. Serena is not just a tool. It's an innovation by Serene Insurance designed to redefine how motor and travel insurance are accessed and managed. Speed, convenience, and reliability.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
At Phoenix Insurance, we make the unpredictable predictable and the uncertain certain with our range of products, including motor insurance, fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, accident insurances, and all types of bonds. We have you covered. We also support you with risk management advice to enable you stay focused on your business. Take a policy with Phoenix Insurance today. We help you rise from adversity stronger and more secure. Contact us on 0302 246319 or 0302 246644 or any of our branches, agencies, and brokers spread across the nation. You can as well connect with us on our WhatsApp chatbot. Efiba is waiting to assist you. Make the future predictable with Phoenix Insurance. Phoenix Insurance, a delightful service experience delivered with wisdom.
Scam alert. It has come to the attention of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority that certain unscrupulous individuals are fraudulently using the name of the authority to deceive and defraud members of the public. These individuals have circulated a post on social media falsely claiming that GPHA is currently conducting a recruitment exercise and urging the public to engage with them. We wish to state emphatically that GPHA is not conducting any recruitment exercise at this time, and the authority has not authorized any individuals or entities to advertise or facilitate such activities on its behalf. We urge the general public to disregard these fraudulent messages and to verify any official communication directly through our authorized channels. GPHA remains committed to transparency and will always communicate legitimate opportunities through its official website and recognized media platforms. Implementation of axle load regulation by Burkina Faso. The attention of all stakeholders, particularly those engaged in the transit trade, is drawn to the decision by the government of Burkina Faso through the Burkina Faso Road Safety Authority to commence the implementation of UEMOA Regulation number 14/2005 CM UEMOA effective September 1, 2025. This regulation seeks to harmonize standards and procedures for controlling the gross weight, axle load, and dimensions of heavy goods vehicles across UEMOA member states. Transitional measures. Effective September 1, 2025, all non-compliant trucks, domestic and foreign, will be denied access to Burkina Faso's road network. All stakeholders are strongly advised to take note of this directive and comply accordingly. This enforcement will also apply to transit vehicles using Ghanaian ports en route to Burkina Faso in order to prevent delays or denial of entry at the border.
All right, so welcome back. We are now going to take a look at happenings in the port and shipping industry over the last week by way of local news. Please enjoy.
The Regional Maritime University has held the inaugural RMU Lord Okante Memorial Blue Economy Public Lecture in honor of the late Lord Okante, former Executive Director of the Tilbury Environmental Group, whose passion for the growth of Ghana's blue economy inspires many. The solemn event, marked by prayers and performances, sets the tone for what will now become an annual platform for advancing dialogue on ocean-based development. Opening the ceremony, the university's leadership described the lecture as a call for reflection and action to sustain and grow Ghana's blue economy, and the RMU will ensure that the initiative, originally championed by the late Lord Okante, meets the desired outcome.
RMU is now offering a master's degree program in the blue economy. All these initiatives are all in line with Ghana's blue economy strategy and the African Union's Agenda 2063, calling for the growing need for platforms that facilitate critical discourse, public education, innovation sharing, and stakeholders' engagement in this domain. Ladies and gentlemen, Hence, the rationale for the establishment of the RMU Lord Okante Annual Memorial Blue Economy Popular Lecture Series, which was wholeheartedly supported by the late Chief Patron, Mr. Lord Okante.
This lecture series is one of the most significant intellectual traditions which the university wished to foster annually to honor the legacy of our pioneers, celebrate the progress of maritime education, and advance the contribution of our late Chief Patron, Mr. Lord Okante, to promote dialogue on the sustainable use of our ocean resources.
Delivering the keynote address on behalf of the Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, Emilia Arthur, Fred Enchibwedu, highlighted Ghana's vast blue economy potential from fisheries to tourism and oil and gas, and reaffirmed government's commitment to sustainable management in line with the 24-hour economy.
Government is taking deliberate steps to embed the blue economy in Ghana's development agenda. At the policy level, government continues to demonstrate strong commitment to responsible and sustainable fisheries. The National Blue Economy Strategy, which was developed last month, aligned with the African Union's Agenda 2063 and the UN Sustainable Development Goals, especially the SDG 14, that is life below water, provide a framework for integrated ocean governance, investment mobilization, and sustainability monitoring.
In separate lectures, Commodore Ben Baba Abdul, Chief Staff Officer at the Navy Headquarters, spoke on the Navy's strategic role in supporting job creation within the 24-hour economy, while Dr. Harry Barnes Daban, Executive Coordinator of the Ports Environment Network Africa, emphasized innovation and environmental responsibility in blue economy governance.
The Ghana Navy works 24/7 with officers and sailors standing watch in ships deployed at sea and in shore establishment. With our ships and maritime operations, centers serving as our eyes and ears whilst the rest of the nation sleeps. The Ghana Navy will contribute significantly to the realization of the vision of the 24-hour economic policy as far as the blue economy, national development, and job creations are concerned.
It is about our shared future, that is creating sustainable livelihoods for the youth, diversifying Ghana's economy, and positioning the nation competitively within a changing world order. The blue economy, therefore, is both a scientific and policy construct.
A 26-member delegation from the Malawi Defense Force Command and Staff College has paid a study visit to the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority-GPHA as part of their regional tour to enhance knowledge on maritime security operations. According to the delegation, Tema Port was selected as study destination due to its operational stability and its effective strategies in managing security threats within its territorial boundaries. The team, led by the Deputy Commander of the College, Colonel Alfred Luciano Mutambo, was received at the Tema Port, where they were briefed on the authority's security and operational procedures. The Tema Port Security Manager, Colonel Daniel Atobrabonda, in a presentation on maritime security, highlighted key measures adopted by GPHA, including the harmonization of illegal frameworks, coordinated intelligence sharing, cross-border policy cooperation, and public awareness campaigns. In his remarks, Colonel Matambo said the visit forms part of the college's commitment to strengthening regional collaboration in combating transnational organized crimes. He emphasized Malawi's growing interest in safeguarding the maritime industry and partnering with countries within the West and Central African sub-region to secure the Gulf of Guinea.
In the security sector with the purpose of fighting transnational organized crimes. That was the theme. And our choice of Ghana was with a purpose, looking at the geopolitics of the countries that surround Ghana, including the Sahel, and the stability of Ghana, how it has been able to handle such issues within the context of its geopolitical location. So we change places that will fit our theme best.
A 14-member delegation from the Zambian Defense Services Command and Staff College has undertaken a study tour of the port of Tema to deepen their understanding of port operations, trade facilitation, and regional security coordination. The visit was organized under the theme Understanding Regional Security Cooperation through Responsive Policies that recognize the military as a catalyst for self-reliance, political and social development. The delegation was received by the Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Brigadier General Paul Seydou Tanya-Kulono.
I want to state that whilst here, as much as possible, try and network, because the world now is a very small place, and you don't know when you become defense attaché here or any other country.
GPHA's management highlighted the authority's dual role in advancing Ghana's trade competitiveness while safeguarding port facilities through an integrated security framework that aligns with both national and regional systems.
Exit of the port, there's a tracker. A tracker is put on it to monitor it from the port to the border. When it gets to the border, that's when the tracker is moved. That shows that the container that left the port gets to the border. It's not diverted to anywhere.
On the sidelines of the meeting with management, the commandant of the Zambian Defense Services Command and Staff College, Colonel Tindal Hamani, who led the delegation, noted that the study tour provided valuable lessons on how maritime trade and security can be effectively harmonized to support national development goals.
One of the key takeaways from the presentation was how much this port has contributed to the economy of Ghana.
The Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Brigadier General Paul Seydou Tanya-Kulono, together with the Director of Port Tema, Tibon Zuma, and other management members, have paid a courtesy call on the Tema Traditional Council to strengthen ties between the authority and the council. This visit follows an earlier engagement during which the Director General, shortly after his appointment, visited the council to seek its blessings. During the interaction, the Director General assured the Council of GPHA's continuous support to the community as part of the authority's corporate social responsibility initiatives. He said the Port Authority sees the Tema Traditional Council as development partners. On behalf of the Tema Traditional Council, the acting president and Mankralo of the council, Ni Ajete Agbo II, and the stool secretary, Ni Ama Somponu II, warmly welcomed the delegation and emphasized the need to maintain the cordial relationship between the authority and the Traditional Council, stressing that nothing should be done to derail their peaceful coexistence. The GPHA team also included the General Manager for Marketing and Corporate Affairs, Dr. Kingsley Nchibuesiako, and the Head of Corporate Communications, Delali Sooko.
The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Port of Tema, has celebrated this year's Customer Service Week with a series of activities at the Port of Tema to affirm the authority's commitment to efficient and reliable service delivery. Held under the theme Mission Possible, Advancing Efficiency and Service Excellence, the Customer Service Week, which was officially launched on Monday, October 13, features various activities including a cooking competition, a regional GTP African Word Day, an interdepartmental quiz, and a grand music concert featuring the Adaha Dance Band. At the quiz competition, the Finance Department emerged champions, with the Security and Fishing Harbour Department placing second and third respectively.
There is a manager in charge of the Fishing Harbour, Tema. He superintends the harbour as the general manager. Who are we talking about here?
Engineer Stephen Ampere.
Well done!
During the GTP African Wear Day, several staff members were publicly acknowledged for their outstanding sense of style and creativity. The Director General of GPHA, Brigadier General Paul Seyd Tanya Klonu, in a keynote address said the occasion does not only honor the hard work and dedication of the staff, but also serves as a reaffirmation of their commitment to delivering world-class service based on efficiency, innovation, and integrity. He noted, as part of its 5 core values, GPHA is committed to employees and customers who serve as the heartbeat of the authority.
We are committed to our employees who serve as the heartbeat of GPHA. You know how important the heart is to the body. So, staff and customers, without you, there wouldn't be GPHA. So I want to thank you for that.
The Director of Port of Tema, Tebon Zuma, said the week-long celebration gave the opportunity to celebrate the employees, appreciate their customers, and reflect on how the values of GPHA, which is commitment to employees, customer focus, teamwork, technology, and integrity, continue to drive their progress and define their identity.
At the Port of Tema, we see customer service not as a department, but everyone's job. It is a culture, one that is lived daily through the professionalism, teamwork, and dedication of staff. Each smile at the gate, every timely release of cargo, and every efficient operation tells the story of who we are. A team on a mission to serve with integrity and efficiency.
The overall mood throughout the week was pleasant and refreshing, providing a unique opportunity for both staff and clients to interact in a lively and informal atmosphere, a true reflection of GPHA's dedication to teamwork and customer satisfaction. The International Maritime Hospital, IMaH, in Tema has inaugurated an 11-member quality improvement team and unveiled its newly refurbished Prestige Services Lounge, all geared towards meeting the hospital's objective of becoming the tertiary healthcare provider of choice in Ghana. The ceremony brought together all ranks of staff and management, reflecting the hospital's united commitment to raising standards in healthcare delivery. Launching the initiative, the new Chief Executive Officer of IMaH, Dr. Vitus Victor Anabisi, underscored the importance of quality service and standards in meeting the needs of patients, clients, and both internal and external stakeholders. In an exclusive interview with IMPort, Dr. Anabisi highlighted the rationale behind the hospital's newly outdoored Prestige Services, describing it as a premium offering designed to cater for clients who value privacy, comfort, and expedited services.
We're not saying that if you have malaria and you come to Prestige, we are giving different medication from the person who's at the OPD. That's not what it is. You're all given the same medication. The point is that you come and you are in a very serene environment, conducive environment, and you're ready. No queue for you to wait. So you're quickly taken care of and you can go back to work. And this, the target is mainly for business executives who cannot come and wait. They are busy people. The nation needs them. Their companies need them. Let these people come and have that quick service, and then they can go back to their businesses. And also even people who walk in, even they don't have the business executives. People want to just have, look, I don't have the time to wait. I want to have a certain experience. I'm willing to pay something extra.
He noted the creation of the quality improvement team is also a strategic step to embed continuous improvement into the hospital's operations.
Clients should begin to say, oh, there's something new in IMaH. Something's being done different, and that they are happy to be here. And when the client is happy, it means that they become ambassadors to the hospital. Okay? And every ambassador will speak well about the place, isn't it? A hospital should not be there just because it's there. Hospital should be there to provide a service. quality service.
Concierge support, confidential consultations in private rooms, and discreet access to laboratory and pharmacy services, ensuring that patients experience a seamless and serene healthcare journey. According to Dr. Anab Bisi, these enhancements are expected to improve patients' satisfaction, build trust, and offer a broader spectrum of healthcare choices. With the dual launch of the Quality Improvement Team and Prestige Services, IMaH signaled its determination to not only improve service standards, but also to deliver healthcare with a difference to the maritime community and beyond.
All right, so welcome back. Those were happenings in the port and shipping industry over the last week by way of local stories. I hope you enjoy that. On the back of that last story that you heard, we are going to continue with the International Maritime Hospital, and this time we're talking about breast cancer awareness. And remember, the month of October globally is always dedicated, or often dedicated, to the creation of awareness on breast cancer. Now, in Ghana, one of the key institutions that have been championing breast cancer awareness is the International Maritime Hospital. They do a lot of activities, they outline a lot of activities and celebrate the month and create the awareness that they think that people deserve in order to be able to perhaps have early detection and all that. And so tonight we're taking a look at the role of IMaH in leading the charge for early detection and accessible care. And you saw Dr. Vitus Victor Anabisi there in the shot when they were inaugurating the quality improvement team. At the International Maritime Hospital. He is the Chief Executive Officer, and he has joined us graciously in the studios tonight to have this discussion. Good evening, Sir Doc, and welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Bernard.
Kennedy,
sorry.
Bernard is the politician. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. And good evening to our cherished listeners and viewers.
Absolutely, sir. Yes, sir. And also with us in the studios is Madam Sandra Koba. She's an oncology nurse specialist at the International Maritime Hospital. Good evening, ma'am, and welcome.
Good evening, thank you.
Awesome. Last but not the least, Dr. Edward Amuabuating. He is a general surgeon, International Maritime Hospital. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
Awesome. Let's begin on the note of the quality improvement team. How is it panning out? Is the patronage, coming up as you expect?
Thank you, Mr. Mona.
Yes, sir, Doc.
And thank you for the opportunity for International Maritime Hospital to be in the studio.
Absolutely.
To share what we're doing with the nation.
Absolutely.
Yes, healthcare can only be acceptable if it is of high quality.
Right.
And especially lately, you know that every single client that walks into a healthcare facility wants to have a special experience. So we don't even talk about the quality, we talk about the patient total experience. And so we didn't have a quality improvement team.
Right.
So I thought it wise that, look, we can't make progress if we do not put together something like that. So we decided to discuss the issue and we picked selected members. And so this quality improvement team is going to lead IMaH, make sure that every single client that comes there has what our services meet what the client expects of us.
Right.
So it is something that you can't do without. Quality, you can't do without quality in a healthcare facility. And people are paying money, they want to have value for money. So for that matter, we definitely will have to do better in our area of quality.
Right. And the patronage, have they started visiting?
As for patronage...
Or the premium service?
The premium service is different, yes. So the premium service, which is the prestige services, is an added value,
right?
An added service for people who can afford to pay a little bit more for the prestige services that we are providing.
Yes.
Don't forget, if you come into a hospital, waiting time is of essence. How you come through and access every single service you need in the hospital and you go back to where you're coming from is very important for every client. Now, we have created that lounge, that serene environment for every single client who can afford to come in there and to experience that. So a lounge is there, everything, you receive your service right in the lounge, lab services are brought to you, other diagnosis services which can be moved are brought to you there, right there. So it means that you spend less time there, and then also you still get that high-grade quality that you require. So people we've started making progress, and people are patronizing. So this is an opportunity for us to let the whole nation know that we have these prestige services in IMaH, and for that matter, everybody's welcome and is invited to use our prestige services.
Absolutely, awesome. All right, so let's zoom into today's subject proper, that's breast cancer awareness, and how IMaH is leading the charge for early detection and then accessible care.
Yeah.
Now, I know in my preamble, I made mention of the fact that IMaH is one of the key institutions, the foremost institutions that takes this month very seriously. I want to find out from you why that is, that you seem to attach so much seriousness to creating awareness on breast cancer, and also how that aligns with the overall mission of the International Maritime Hospital, IMaH.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mona, once again. IMaH, as International Maritime Hospital, does not only celebrate Pink October, as we call it, or as it's popularly known. We do other programs.
Right.
But this is very, very important. It's one of our premium programs, which we do not really joke with, and we do not play about with.
Right.
So at IMaH Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is popularly known as the Pink October, it's more than just another event on our calendar. It's an important reflection of our commitment to preventive medicine. As we all know, prevention is always better than cure.
Absolutely.
Early detection of cancer, and for that matter, any other NCD, that's non-communicable disease, is the best weapon we have in reducing cancer-related deaths. IMaH is dedicated to this effort because we have witnessed the difference between early diagnosis and late diagnosis. We've seen that people who come in and they are diagnosed early, the survival rate is higher. Our larger mission for this matter is that we have to make quality health care accessible, equitable, and prevention focused rather than cure focused. Prevention is always better than cure, as I said earlier on. So for that matter, so the Pink October is an opportunity, a golden opportunity for us to drum home the need for people to get examined, to get checked for breast cancer.
Now, this campaign that we wage during the month of October and all that, have we realized any impact? Have we realized any meaningful, as it were, change in terms of the numbers, in terms of the willingness of the masses, particularly the women, to come and, as it were, willingly and voluntarily, screen?
Yes. So I think that that is evident in our statistics. Dr. Boateng will be speaking on the statistics specifically. But if you look at it, yes, the numbers are increasing year in, year out, and people are getting to know that, look, come October, there's an opportunity for them to rush to IMaH, get examined, get checked, so that if there's any little sign, the earlier sign of cancer of the breast, it can be captured, and then they will get the right treatment or management. Now, the numbers we see reaching out to the whole country, reaching out to people, especially who are living or reside in Accra and Tema, that, look, we are a facility that is available. We have all that it takes to do the diagnosis. Along the line, we will tell you exactly our plans and what we have put in place to ensure that people can come in for early detection and early diagnosis. So with the specifics about the figures and the numbers, my colleague, Dr. Boateng, would come in on that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So let me come to you, Dr. Boateng, and find out from you if you can, as it were, outline some of the key features of this year's campaign. We're talking about free screening, we're talking about discounts, we're talking about outreach programs and all that, and what impact you aim to make with these activities.
So the essence of, all these activities, so we have a three-pronged approach. We are doing the screenings. The screenings, we have that which is called a clinical breast examination. Right. So the clinical breast examination, approximately, clinicians are able to pick lesions of about 1.5 centimeter to 2 millimeters.
When you say lesion, what's that?
So when we take a look at the breast, when we find anything that does not look normal, we begin to call it lesion.
Right.
Then later on, when we have made a firm diagnosis, that's when we go on to say this is a cancer or it's not.
Right.
So beyond that, the clinical breast examination, which we have set up stations within the hospital to carry this out, we have a very fine suite called the pink room, where this screening by our nurse oncologists are being done. Now, beyond this, we have the mammography for women who are above 40 years. Now, for this mammography, mammography, remember I mentioned lesions.
Yes.
Now, mammography is able to pick lesions as small as 2 millimeter. 2 millimeter. So all over, we are saying, screening is the bedrock of this preventive medicine thing that we are doing here, at IMaH.
Yes.
So we are doing the screening. And on top of the mammography being able to pick this, our Chief Executive Officer has graciously granted a 20% discount on the cost of mammography so that everybody will be able to walk in and then have this mammogram done for early detection.
Absolutely.
Now, beyond this, we are doing a lot of outreaches. Last year, we did about 12. This year, the request has jumped to 20. So as you said,
I read in the news you did. Is it GASEM recently?
Yes, we did GASEM last Friday. Yeah, we did GASEM recently. So we've done Ministry of Transport, we've done Petroleum Hub Development Corporation, we've done a collaboration with a top-up pharmacy, screening, the population in the communities. We've done GRIDCO, we've done SIGA, we've done Women in Logistics and Transport, and like you said, we've done GASEM.
Yes.
Now, we are yet to do another 10 more. We have some churches outstanding. Today we did some churches, and then we also have some schools joining us.
Yeah.
So IMaH is going very aggressive in order to be able to screen, detect early. And now the theme for this year is for us to catch it early, to treat it right, and to survive it.
Okay.
And beyond the catching it early, that our CEO has graciously given us the opportunity to do a 20% discount. Now treating it right, I believe that IMaH is a one-stop shop, considering all the specialists who need to be involved in the treatment of breast cancer, considering the equipment that need for the staging and so on and so forth, and even to the treatment, to the extent that we have a dedicated room, a chemo suite, a very pleasant place to be.
Right.
Yes, for the treatment.
Okay.
Right, thank you.
Catch it early, treat it right,
survive it.
Okay. All right. So I think one doctor, took a public bashing recently for saying that the women should not allow the men to examine because they cannot determine this. But the men were excited when they said the women should offer the breast so that they can examine.
Exactly.
Now another doctor is saying this shouldn't happen, and they seem to be a bit,
Okay, so practically, in my practice,
yes,
I have encountered a number of women who detected the alarms because their partners touched it and then felt it.
Absolutely.
So I believe that, there should be some support.
There's no cause for, why you shouldn't be discouraging.
It's all part of the support, the partner support.
Exactly.
So you should be supported.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
If I may add, I don't think that he was discouraging people from doing that. I think he wanted to lay the emphasis on the fact that people, you see, if you're not trained, if you don't know how to do the breast examination, you might just be playing with the breast. You're not examining it, and you miss a lamb.
Absolutely.
Lambs can be as small as peanuts, a granite grain, or a grain of even millet. That's how it starts.
Yes.
And so if you're not experienced, if your hands are not trained, you will not be able to detect. You might be doing other things. So I think that's why he was discouraging men to be playing. But it's okay. I think the best is the women themselves do the self-examination. When they are coached right. And that's what IMaH is doing. When they go out to the field, the outreach, they teach people, teach everybody how to examine. If the women are not present, then the husbands are present. They'll be taught how to do the breast examination. And then we'll encourage self-examination. Yes, play. I want to quickly add that Dr. Boateng mentioned where we'll be going to do the outreaches.
Yes.
GPHA is the #1 beneficiary because IMaH is owned by GPHA, Ports and Harbours Authority.
Sure.
We know that it's a subsidiary of GPHA, and so GPHA is right in there in our program, and we'll reach out to GPHA next week.
Oh,
yes.
absolutely.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm still staying with you, Dr. Boateng, and I know there are 2 free screening sessions at IMaH every week, and you also attend to walk-ins, even out of official hours. I just want to find out from you, what drives this particular, it looks like patient-centered flexibility, I'll call it.
Exactly.
What drives it?
Exactly. So at the end of the day, we are there because of the client, we are there because of the patient. Now, for the 2 official days, we looked at, who has time on Saturday, walk in and they have this done. And then we look at corporate organizations that want to walk in, have the clinical breast examination, and then go on ahead to do what? To do the mammogram plus the complementary ultrasound. So we dedicated Wednesday, if an organization such as Willard wants to walk in, they bus themselves on Wednesday, coming and then have the screening done. Yes, so that's why we organize it that way. Okay. But beyond that, anybody that walks in, there are clients working in on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday. So anybody that walks in on a Monday to Saturday is able to access this care at our dedicated pink room, and the mammogram equipment, the ultrasound is all available to our clients.
Absolutely. All right, I'm coming to Dr. Nab now, and there's this element of a discount of 20% for ultrasound and mammogram,
correct,
services and all that, and this is quite huge.
Yeah.
I just want to find out from you how the element of affordability is crucial to early detection, to treatment, and as it were, particularly for low and middle income earners.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Mona, and thank you, my cherished viewers and listeners. You see, healthcare delivery, there is financial accessibility, there's geographical accessibility, and then equity. Now, if we look at the financial accessibility in healthcare, it's a major factor. People do not go to health facilities because of high cost.
Yes.
People are afraid they can't afford the bills or the tariffs, and so they stay back.
Right.
Let's not forget that there is universal coverage,
right,
health coverage in Ghana.
Sure.
And that's what the government is pursuing and pushing hard.
Yeah.
Apart from universal coverage, you have the National Health Insurance Authority, which is supporting largely.
Yes.
And then the third point is that we have recently, in July, it was passed by Parliament. It's an act of Parliament. And now we have the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, which is the Mahama case.
Yes.
And this is a very important aspect of healthcare delivery in our system. And you realize that cancers, which are very expensive to care for and to treat, falls under the Mahama Care, which is the Ghana Medical Trust Fund.
Yes.
So it's an opportunity for this country to make sure that NCDs, which are not covered by that's a non-communicable disease, some of them which are not covered by Ghana, the National Health Insurance Authority, this Mahama Cares will take care of that. And we thought that, look, if we give 20% discount as a health facility, it will encourage a lot of people to come forward to get tested, to get checked, so that we can get the early diagnosis. Once we catch it early, you are good to go. Like doctor said, treatment will be better and survival rate will be better. So the 20% discount, yes, is to encourage people and to let people know that, look, yes, do not stay home, do not stay back because of financial constraints.
Right.
We'll give you that 20%. The 20% is on the mammogram and the ultrasound. But the two diagnostic methods will go together to be able to confirm whether, and then of course the ultimate confirmation is in biopsies and all that. But then they go along to the diagnosis of breast cancer.
Absolutely.
So for us, we think that we should make healthcare accessible, financially accessible to the people of Ghana.
Right.
And that's the reason why we're giving the 20% discount. Yes.
Absolutely. Awesome. Let me come to Madam Sandra and find out from you. I want to elicit from you more with respect to IMaH outreach plans. I know Dr. Boateng mentioned some of them, some of the institutions you visited, and some of the communities. If you can tell us more and what the response so far has been.
Okay, thank you so much. So we at IMaH, we are partnering with about 20 organizations and then institutions.
Right.
And so far, we have screened more than 300 people. And surprisingly, we have picked some lambs. And looking at our team, catching it
You mentioned
early,
300 people?
over 300,
Over 300.
So far, since the start of Pink October. That's
Yes.
what we have done so far. And we have even more to cover, since we have 10 more to go.
Yes.
And looking at our team, catching it early, treating it right, and then surviving it.
Yeah.
Without outreach, we cannot meet all these needs.
Yeah.
Therefore, our outreach team has really done well, getting the number involved, getting partners to come on board, and also support IMaH, because we can't do it all alone. We will need them coming on board so that we can meet the needs of our people.
All right, so those that you have identified as lumps, you said you have identified some.
Yes.
What are the steps you've taken so far?
Okay, so far, it's the hand that picked the lump. But the hand alone cannot diagnose whether it's cancer or not.
Right.
So the next step is for the person or the people that we identified to do mammogram. So, but surprisingly, they were all above 40. So we recommended mammogram for them. They are to do the mammogram, after which a biopsy will be done After the biopsy, that is when we get the confirmed diagnosis as whether it's cancer or not. Once it's cancer, like Dr. Barton said, when you come to IMaH, it's a one-stop shop. We have the pink room for the diagnosis. We have the chemo suite for the treatment. And we have an in-house oncologist, which will not make you go elsewhere, searching for somebody for treatment. So we have everything in IMaH.
So, Mona, let me add to what Sandra just said.
Yes, Doc.
One-stop shop. We have 4 theaters, well-equipped theaters in IMaH.
Right.
These theaters can compete with any standard can take all over the world.
Wow.
Yes. And so if they have to do the lumpectomy, which is like removing the lump in the breast, Dr. Boateng, that is his area. They go to the theater and they do it. They do it professionally, and then everything will be done, and they take the sample for histopathology.
Right.
And so that is what we mean by one-stop. You come there, and you don't need to go. Blood test that's required, we do the blood test in our well-equipped laboratory as well. So it is important that we drum home the fact that it is actually one-stop, and it's really a one-stop facility.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
And beyond what my CEO has said, if there's a need for CT scan, it is in-house. If there's a need for MRI, it is in-house. So all this put together, there is something that we look at in general surgery, in surgery. We take a look at when did the person first appear before the doctor and when the treatment starts. Yes. So on average in Ghana, this averages about 6 weeks. We hope to reduce it to approximately 1 week because we have everything in-house, and then we have the navigation team navigating you through. So it's good to choose IMaH as your one-stop shop for your cancer treatment. Thank you.
All right, I'm coming back to you before I go to Dr. Nab and find out how many lumps out of the 300 plus did you get?
We have many. We have many. But even getting one person is enough because we don't want to lose the person to breast cancer. Absolutely. And that is the reason for this awareness.
Now, you mentioned that you were left with 10.
Yes, 10 organizations.
Exactly. How many are you targeting for this year? Overall.
In fact, we want to go beyond October because, like my CEO said, we are looking at preventive health.
Absolutely.
And preventive health doesn't deal with months or years. So we want to go beyond October into the other months where we can easily get people to screen. So we are also recommending others to also come on board so that we can continue these screening services.
Okay. And how did the people take the news when you identify the lumps and ask them to come for the mammogram?
So that is our challenge because nobody wants to know, one, there's a lump or you have identified something. And that's the reason why people are not even coming to get screened because they don't want to hear the word cancer. But once we see it early, it leads to the survival chances. Therefore, I will encourage, because it's not easy telling somebody you have cancer, but when we tell you have cancer, it's a surety because it has a triple diagnosis. It's not just touching and then saying it. It goes through a process before we tell you. And we need our women and even our men to come on board because now we are even identifying cancer in men. So we are entreating our men also to come on board, get screened so that we can treat it early and right so that they will survive it. So we are pleading, we still need partners to come on board so that we can carry it beyond October.
Okay. Thank you very much. Doc, I just want to find out from you, is it possible that I know right now you have the data, you have the numbers, you have the database of these people that she's talking about.
That's right.
And some of them, like she said, are a bit reluctant to come. Can't you take it as a project with the support of Mr. CEO, Dr. Nab, that you want to encourage them, you want to make them your main project to follow through and ensure that they come for the mammogram and all the other processes that will lead to actual detection and actual diagnosis to ascertain whether or not it is breast cancer?
In fact, like you said, I have the data. If I don't follow through, my CEO will finish me.
Absolutely. Great. Okay. All right.
So we have the data, we have the phone numbers, and we have the contact numbers. Now, this is what we do.
Right.
We tend to encourage and then bring on board support from the family,
right.
either a partner, a spouse, or something. And then on top of it all, we also have an in-house team, clinical psychologists, the family physicians and all that, the palliative care team. So it's a whole multidisciplinary team in-house. Yes, that tends to do this. So we are definitely going to follow through, get to the bottom of all this.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so let me go to Dr. Nab, and your experience, we can't describe it. I mean, you've been there, you've seen it, and you are still doing it. I just want to find out from you some of the misconceptions that you think continues to hinder the willingness or voluntary, as it were, screening for people to step forward and then screen. Like you mentioned, sometimes some people are afraid. They think that, okay, if I don't know, then the better. Exactly. So what are why is this, and what can you do about it?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Mona, once again. Just to quickly add before I proceed that the data out there, the statistics in Ghana says 4,500 women are diagnosed with breast cancer every year. That's a very, very high number. He's the surgeon, and that is his area. He can give you even finer details about that. But for 4,500 in Ghana to do that, so what we are doing in IMaH is that we are trying to also do our bit to contribute to the healthcare in Ghana by doing the early diagnosis. Now, coming back to your question about the misconceptions, obviously, you know how in our country, faith-based understanding of faith-based opinions are so much and so strong. As far as diseases are concerned, not even cancer alone, even common malaria, people even would attach mystery to it. They'll give you all sorts of reasons. So first of all, people even think that cancer is a stigma. People stigmatize cancer, which is wrongly so. That is very wrong to stigmatize cancer. Cancer is not a contagious disease, or it's not a communicable disease. Yes, some causes of cancer could be communicable, like if you have cervical cancer, which is caused by HPV virus, that's the human papilloma virus, it's communicable, but if you have cervical cancer, you cannot transfer it to another person. So if you have breast cancer, you can't transfer it to another. If your wife has breast cancer, it doesn't mean that you, the man, will get the breast cancer. It is a wrong perception. And so, and then people think that, oh, if you have cancer, you have a lump, and a lot of people, either it is the faith-based ones or whatever, the herbalists, they say if a knife touches you, you are dead. If you come and they remove your breast lump, it means you will die. So do not go to hospital. So all these things are influencing why people are staying away from the health facilities, which is wrong. So we are appealing to people to ignore such myths, to ignore such misinformation, and come and approach the healthcare workers so that you get the right information. I think as healthcare workers, sometimes I think we have also failed the society because we are not aggressive enough with our information. We are limited sometimes. We do not have airtime. We cannot afford airtime. We cannot afford a lot of the adverts that other people like herbalists and other people are able to do. They pay heavily. So we plead with the media to also grant us some discounts if we want to come on air to talk about some of these topical issues. So, and also, some people are told that, oh, if you have breast cancer, your husband cannot sleep with you again. All sort of things. It is wrong. It's not true. The breast is up here, and whatever you want to do is down there. Yes, breast is part of the whole thing. Okay, it's also part of the whole thing. And but it doesn't mean that if your wife has breast cancer, you cannot sleep with her or you cannot do what a couple should be doing. That is wrong. And so we would encourage people to ignore such myths and to ignore such misinformation and come forward. And another thing I could quickly add is that early diagnosis, as we said, is paramount. People get it, they see it, and sometimes even healthcare workers, they know that they are suffering from breast cancer. They have it. They can see. The changes are so obvious that if you get it, the physical change is so straightforward. But they stay away because they are afraid of what? Stigma. It's unfortunate that we should die. Someone should die of breast cancer because of stigma. And unfortunately, it's happening. It's still happening. Let's disabuse our minds of all this and come for early treatment so that people can survive. I know a woman who has even lost both breasts through breast cancer, and she's been surviving for the past 15 years. Okay, and because she came forward early and she was operated. So this is our clarion call to our fellow compatriots.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I want to add to my CEO's take.
Yes.
What I want to add is the misconception that when you do a mammogram, you get breast cancer or you get cancer. I want to tell our ladies out there and those above 40 that mammogram is safer. The radiation that is emitted when you do a mammogram is something minute that will not cause breast cancer.
Yes.
So I will want to encourage our women who are above 40 to come in and then get screened.
Right.
When it comes to mammogram, we have two ways. We have the diagnostic and then the screening mammogram.
Okay.
Once we pick up something, that is the diagnostic approach.
Right.
But once you walk in and you want to get screened, that's the screening mammogram.
Right.
So I will encourage them, they should come in, get the screening mammogram done, because taking a mammogram wouldn't give you breast cancer, but rather if there's something that is there, we can pick it. Like doctor said, mammogram can pick as less as 1.5 lesion. Therefore, they should come in, let's do a mammogram and pick it early so that they survive it.
Right. Okay, so let me come
May
to...
I add quickly? Sorry,
Yes,
that
sure.
you see, if you don't come early, and unfortunately, half of the number, the 4,500 who are diagnosed in Ghana,
Every year.
about half of that report late.
Right.
And reporting late means the cancer would have already spread.
Yeah.
When it spreads, then it's more challenging and more difficult to manage. And so it means it has gone out of the breast tissue, it's gone out of the local lymph nodes, regional lymph nodes, and then it's gone. And nobody should die of that. So people should come early to avoid all these things. When you begin to see that your breast is having the signs of pod orange, like the orange peel, that is already a very bad state already. So people should not wait to get to that level. If you begin to have lymphedema, swollen upper arm, or whatever, all these are signs already that the cancer is getting out of order. And so please, I think that we are not here to give you the clinical picture or the clinical specifics, but it's important to mention some of these things for people to understand that, yes, do not wait to see these signs. Come early, and then you will be saved.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I think one thing that might also help, or that will also help, is getting the survivors to tell their stories. You mentioned this particular lady whose both breasts are gone, but she survived.
That's right.
I know another bold and courageous lady who also survived it. The immediate past director of port for Tema Port, Madam Sandra, she gave us her story, and she agreed. We aired it here, and she told her story. So I think that we can get, such women who have survived it, who are bold and courageous enough to come and tell their stories. That look, this thing, you can survive it, so that myth can be broken.
That is true. Apart from her, who I knew, but I didn't want to talk about. Once you say she has come out to talk about it,
yes.
I know about that, and I was part of the people who got her diagnosed.
Absolutely.
And then she got the treatment early enough.
Okay.
And then I think it made a difference in her life.
Absolutely.
So we thank God for her life.
Absolutely. Great. I can see some people have started calling the WhatsApp line. That's for WhatsApp. When the time is right, we'll go for a break and come and we'll take your calls. The number to dial would be shown to you, but this is the WhatsApp number, 0538-037353. Please don't call this number. And for that, I think that we'll pause here and go for the break. Remember, this is our report here on Metropolitan Television, and tonight we're taking a look at the International Maritime Hospital's role in leading the charge for early detection of breast cancer and also accessible care. Some of the activities they've lined up, some of the great things that they're doing, discount of 20% to women to come and have your ultrasound and mammogram, checks, and free screening in 2 weeks, twice every week and all that. Would go for this break. When we return, we'll continue the discussion. Please do stay with us. The fellow is still calling. Please, that's for WhatsApp. It's not for calls. All right.
Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will feel ya, huh? Will be feel. Goil, good energy. Ja, ja, ja.
Electricity. Then pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Welcome to today's edition of Serene Insurance Business News. We present to you Serena. You're right. You can complete an entire insurance process for the purchase of any motor and other insurance products, from onboarding to issuing a motor insurance sticker and policy certificate, all on WhatsApp in less than 10 minutes. Serena is simple to use and it prioritizes user ease and flexibility. You can either use voice notes or text to effortlessly issue your instant policy, cross-platform renewals, claims, and also process your payments through mobile money, Visa, and MasterCard. To engage Serena, just search for Serena Insurance on all social media handles and scan the Serena barcode or save her number 0500 517 114 and start chatting her on WhatsApp immediately. There you have it. Serena is not just a tool, it's an innovation by Serene Insurance designed to redefine how motor and travel insurance are accessed and managed. Speed, convenience, and reliability.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
At Phoenix Insurance, we make the unpredictable predictable and the uncertain certain with our range of products, including motor insurance, fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, accident insurances, and all types of bonds. We have you covered. We also support you with risk management advice to enable you stay focused on your business. Take a policy with Phoenix Insurance today. We help you rise from adversity stronger and more secure. Contact us on 0302-246319 or 0302-246644 or any of our branches, agencies, and brokers spread across the nation. You can as well connect with us on our WhatsApp chatbot. Efiba is waiting to assist you. Make the future predictable with Phoenix Insurance. Phoenix Insurance, a delightful service experience delivered with wisdom.
Scam alert. It has come to the attention of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority that certain unscrupulous individuals are fraudulently using the name of the authority to deceive and defraud members of the public. These individuals have circulated a post on social media falsely claiming that GPHA is currently conducting a recruitment exercise and urging the public to engage with them. We wish to state emphatically that GPHA is not conducting any recruitment exercise at this this time, and the authority has not authorized any individuals or entities to advertise or facilitate such activities on its behalf. We urge the general public to disregard these fraudulent messages and to verify any official communication directly through our authorized channels. GPHA remains committed to transparency and will always communicate legitimate opportunities through its official website and recognized media platforms. Implementation of axle load regulation by Burkina Faso. The attention of all stakeholders, particularly those engaged in the transit trade, is drawn to the decision by the government of Burkina Faso through the Burkina Faso Road Safety Authority to commence the implementation of IMaH Regulation number 14/2005 CM IMaH effective September 1, 2025. This regulation seeks to harmonize standards and procedures for controlling the gross weight, axle load and dimensions of heavy goods vehicles across IMaH member states. Transitional measures. Effective September 1, 2025, all non-compliant trucks, domestic and foreign, will be denied access to Burkina Faso's road network. All stakeholders are strongly advised to take note of this directive and comply accordingly. This enforcement will also apply to transit vehicles using Ghanaian ports en route to Burkina Faso in order to prevent delays or denial of entry at the border.
All right, welcome back. This is our report here on Metro TV. Tonight we're taking a look at breast cancer. We're creating awareness, and we're taking a look at the role of the International Maritime Hospital, IMaH, and they are leading the charge for early detection and accessible care. And they've outlined a series of activities to mark the month of October. That's a Pink October, which is celebrated globally, used to create awareness on the issue of breast cancer. And I know you followed the story so far. So the discussion so far, and I've been told by the production team that we can activate the phone lines for you to call in. The number will be right there on your screen for you to call and then contribute to the discussion. The number to dial is 0245834980, 0245834980. You can call that and then contribute to the discussion. We have Justice Akodia A, who is watching us live on Facebook. He says, good cause, that's just what you said. And Oninku Henry, future MP, okay. He says, such a good conversation. Thanks to your people in the studios. Thank you so much, Justice, for this. With us in the studios, Dr. Vitus Victor Anabisi, CEO, International Maritime Hospital. Doc, we thank you that you are still with us. Also in the studios, Madam Sandra Koba, oncology nurse specialist, also International Maritime Hospital, and indeed, last but not the least, Dr. Edward Amu Abuateng, General Surgeon, International Maritime Hospital. Let me come to Doc, and obviously, because of its background, the International Maritime Hospital has, as it were, a very strong maritime connection. And I just want to find out from you how you're encouraging workers and, as it were, organizations, corporate organizations within this space or this ecosystem to take part in this particular campaign.
Definitely. Thank you, Mr. Mona, once again. As you said, people sometimes, even the misconception is that International Maritime Hospital is for only maritime staff.
Yeah.
That is not factual. It's not the truth. It's open to the general public.
Right.
Yes, International Maritime Hospital is a specialist hospital located or situated in Community 3 in Tema.
Right.
People will get to know about us more and more. We're going to go on the road show to let people know about us, hear more about us. But yes, it's owned by Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, absolutely, which is a maritime big player or big stakeholder in the maritime industry. Probably that is why people think that we are for only maritime staff or workers. There are so many other corporate organizations who are within the Tema enclave and even in Accra who patronize our services. So we are open and we do business with so many. But I say the very close ones are the maritime or port workers, the port community, I should say, because they work in the port and they know. So we are always the first point of call when it comes to maybe even we have vessels coming on high seas and there are emergencies there, they reach out to the port control, and port control will reach out to us or GPHA clinic and will pick the patients up. That's how we relate. Right. And because we are at the center of the maritime industry, we are saying that, look, every player in the maritime industry is welcome to use our facility. We've recently reached out to a lot of shipping lines, shipping agents, and we are doing more. And people who are generally working in the maritime industry are encouraged to use our facility because it is meant for them. It's built for them, it's built for the general public, but those who think, because of international regulations, all that, we know that before a vessel arrives at a port, they always want to know whether we have certain healthcare facilities, the port has. And indeed, IMaH has all the facilities that any other person would like to have and would need. Right. Recently, we got a patient, a Japanese, who came down with stroke. We picked the person from the vessel, he was catered for in our stroke unit, and then repatriated or medevaced. Right. And when medevaced, accompanied by one of our nurses. So all these are examples of our collaboration with the entire maritime industry. Right. But please, again, I will state that we are not for only maritime industry players. We are open to the general public. Absolutely. You have walk-ins. We can have other corporate organizations using us. We have insurance companies who have their clients using us. We have as many as, I think, about 18 or 19 insurance companies who are registered with us. Yes. And then corporate organizations, as many as 87 registered with us. So I think that is a big number. We are calling for more to join us. Absolutely. And let us all be a family. Awesome. I will be quick to add that we have as many as 21 specialties in IMaH. 9 of that is medical specialties and 12 of them in surgical specialties. Right. This is a big number. Absolutely. This is a very big number. I don't think I will have enough time to go with you one by one, our area or scope of service, but just tells you that this, for you to have 9 different medical specialties and 12 surgical specialties, it speaks volumes. Absolutely. So it means that we are really prepared to take up the challenge of healthcare delivery to the next level. Absolutely. Thank you.
Awesome. Let me come to Dr. Boateng and find out from you, which one do people normally prefer, chemo or surgery? Now, what are the types of surgery? Is it basically just removing the breast, or you can actually cut through and then take the lump out? I mean, we are, laymen. So.
Laymen. Okay, so essentially, when the person is diagnosed, we need to stage the disease. So stage is how far has the disease progressed. Then when you have staged the disease, if it's early stage, stage 1, stage 2, thereabouts, usually surgery is the bedrock of solid cancer care. Right. And solid cancer, breast cancer is a solid cancer. So surgery is the bedrock. Sometimes surgery, and if it's detected very, very early, let's say you find something 2 millimeter, that you can go ahead and preserve the rest of the breast and then handle that 2 millimeter area. Right. And you may not even need chemotherapy. You may not need chemotherapy after that. So with that, then we add on the radiotherapy, the hormonal therapy, based on the dynamics that we see with the histopathology. So you can't have a choice, you have to lend to them.
I will also want to add to what Dr. Boateng said. So when it comes to the treatment modality, we are not looking at one, even though surgery is the key when it comes to solid cancers. The reason why chemotherapy will come in is because of the late presentation one, and then the size of the lesion or the tumor we are looking at. So chemo comes in to debulk the tumor, and then surgery can then come in. So in whichever way, surgery plays a part, and then chemo also plays a part. But once you come in early, you are able to do your surgery, and you are good to go. So when it comes to surgery, we have 2 modalities. Right. We have the breast conservation. So when you come in early and then the size is less than 2 cm, you go in for breast conservation. We preserve your breast and you are good to go. But when it's advanced, that's when the mastectomy comes in. And that is our fear as women, losing our breast. And therefore, we don't want to come. So I will encourage our women, we should come in early so that at least the surgeons can conserve their breast for us and then for our partners as well.
Absolutely. All right. So let's take some messages now. This one is from Essie Intakra. Essie says, thanks to IMaH for this initiative. Please, if someone doesn't feel any lump, should they still go for screening?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you should. So, you see, she mentioned that there's the, about 40, there's what we call the screening mammogram.
Right.
So you're not feeling a lump. The lump, you feel it when it's as big as, say, 1.5 cm thereabout.
Right.
So if it's less than that, then that means you need to go for the screening mammogram for us to detect it, treat it.
Okay.
And also, the lump is not the only symptom or sign that we are looking at. There are other signs we are looking at. Maybe you wouldn't have the lump, but you have the Paul Durand that my CEO talked about. The signs of inflammation, you can also see that. You have the discharge from the nipple. All those are signs we are looking out for, and not just the lump. So if you say you are waiting for the lump, you will get to the advanced stage and there will be no lump. So they should rather come in, get screened, and then we can go.
So those men who see the discharge and think that it's breast milk and you want to enjoy, please.
And sometimes the lump is painless. In fact, for most of the time, there is no pain.
Right.
So somebody says, oh, no, it's not painful, so I'll wait for a while. No, you shouldn't wait for a while. Whatever you see, please come.
Once you see the lump, just run.
Just run.
Yes.
Just run. Sometimes there's not even a lump. There's no lump in the breast,
but
you have something in the axilla or the armpit. Yeah, you need to come and let's check you out.
Absolutely. Okay. Kwame Labone says, Doc, okay, we have two doctors. So he says, Doc, is breast cancer hereditary? What are the chances if your mother or sister had it?
Okay. All right, breast cancer, there is some hereditary components. I think about 5 to 10% thereabout.
Okay.
There is this hereditary. With all the BRCA1, BRCA2 genes and so on and so forth. But usually, when we are talking to people, again, if your mother, your sister, so I do mother, sister, daughter. See, if any of these has had breast cancer before, then there is a chance that you may also be on the path. So you need to take it seriously and then get yourself screened.
Right. Okay. Dorcas, Accra Central. Good evening, Dorcas. Thank you. She says, I just want to commend IMaH. I came for the screening last week, Wednesday, and the staff were so kind and professional. So kudos, Doc, to you and your team.
Good to hear.
Yes,
Good
sir.
to hear.
Yes, sir. All right. So Ifya Inungwa says, great discussion tonight. How can companies partner IMaH to organize similar health screening for their female employees?
Thank you very much. If we're right, he said. Yeah. So
yes,
if you can reach out to IMaH, come to us, put through a call. You get to talk to the team, the breast cancer awareness team, or the business development manager, and then you'll be roped in, and that's no problem. And we can fit you in somewhere. And please, let me say that we are not ending this campaign at the end of the month. We still go on. We'll go on to the November, first week, second week of November.
Right.
But even after this time, we haven't ended it. There's a lot more going to go on. We're doing a lot more campaigns. Every now and then we're doing health talks and all that, health education. So if you can reach out to us and we can arrange to see whether we can cover her organization.
Right.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So let me come to you, Doc, and find out, beyond this campaign, how does IMaH integrate preventive healthcare into its operations? And what other health awareness programs are on your long-term agenda?
Preventive health is at the heart of IMaH's long-term strategy. Beyond breast cancer awareness, we run initiatives on cervical cancer, screening, hypertension, diabetes, child immunization, mental health promotion, and all the rest you can think of. Our vision generally is to integrate preventive and curative health. The two should go side by side. For a health system to be very effective, the preventive aspect of it is very, very important.
Okay.
If you say health is expensive, if you have to pay out of your pocket and it's expensive, then try disease. It is much more expensive.
Absolutely.
So it's better to prevent. So we look at in IMaH that we take our preventive aspect of medicine very, very seriously. And then it is not in second place to curative medicine.
Right.
They are at par. We want it to be seamless. There should be a continuum for the two. So from prevention, if we couldn't prevent and goes into disease, we'll catch it early and we'll continue to manage you better. We are also exploring the digital health platforms and telemedicine to make this, our health education and consultation, more accessible.
Yes.
IMaH, fortunately, we are lucky to have the facility of telemedicine,
right.
And we can easily use that a lot. Even in our theaters, when you are operating, you realize that even that can be used, telemedicine can be used in our theaters. We have a lot of minimally invasive equipment there, laparoscopic setup, which we use. We have our non-invasive cardiological investigations, things like doing your echo, doing your stress ECG, all this we have in IMaH. And these are all things that are geared towards making sure that we do the preventive aspect of medicine very, very well. We are calling out to people, other people, be it corporate bodies, be it individuals, that please partner IMaH. Partner so that we can take care of your health. That is why we are in business. Absolutely. That's why we are in this business of healthcare. And at the end of the day, please and please again, IMaH, people, I mean, in the past, people have been talking about we are expensive, we are that, we are that. That is no more the story. The story has changed. We are very competitive now. We have reviewed our tariffs, and our tariffs are quite competitive. So we're inviting people to come and experience new IMaH, come and experience our new tariffs. And the best of it all is that come and experience quality care service.
Absolutely. Awesome. Let me, you want to add something?
Yes. When it comes to preventive health, one thing you have to choose IMaH is our program called the Wellness Program. We have a comprehensive medical checks we do, and it's part of the preventive health. Because once we check the whole system from head to toe, everything is done. Diagnostic and then laboratory investigations are done. Once we see something, then we go into the curative. Otherwise, then we advise on what's next to do. So choose IMaH.
All right. Okay, so how many times would you recommend that somebody does a complete checkup? Once a year or twice a year?
Comprehensive health, medical checkup, what you call physicals, your annual physicals.
Yes.
Comprehensive should be once a year.
Once a year.
But if there is a reason why you should repeat it often than the year, then that will be advised depending upon your condition.
Absolutely.
Sometimes half a year, but people get it ready. So every month I'm going for a physical check. I think that one may not be appropriate.
Absolutely.
And so I think once a year, once you are fit and everything is checked, and then we tell you that you are cleared. If there's no other reason, you don't need to come. But if you go, you can be fit today. If you go out there and in a week you are not feeling okay, please, you come back. You don't say that, oh, the doctor has cleared me, so I'm fit, and for the whole year you will not show up. That would be a wrong approach. Yes, so yes.
Yes, Doc. So talking about, beyond October, Doc mentioned that you're expected to go perhaps into the second week of November with this campaign. I just want to find out from you how you're going to be able to sustain this campaign, and also to make it like a lifestyle kind of message that it resonates with the people, that it sticks with them, they think about it, and they would want to regularly, dash there and have their voluntary screening done.
Okay, all right, thanks so much. This question looks like you were in the mind of my CEO when I went with my head of clinical to present our budget.
Right.
He said, no, you can't do this in October and then just sit down for the rest of the year.
Right.
So he has, CEO has commissioned us that at the end of October, we are operationalizing what we call the breast care hub.
Okay.
The breast care hub. Yeah. So for the breast care hub, this is what we are doing. We are having the pink room continuing the screening for walk-in clients every day of the week, Monday to Friday.
Wow.
Now, on Wednesday, he has asked us to dedicate a specialist, a general surgeon, to sit with the pink room and then review all clients who have walked in throughout the week. Awesome. And there is any problem. Now, he says that for the 6 weeks, that is the average in Ghana, from time of complaint to time of diagnosis that people are experiencing. He wants us to reduce it possibly to 1 week.
Right.
Yes, so that's what we are going to do.
Great.
And then beyond that, we'll be adding the outreaches, the community engagements in schools, in churches, and again in the corporate organizations throughout the year.
Awesome. All right, so we have barely 2 minutes to wrap up. So if you have any other message you'd like to leave with viewers regarding regular screening and all that, just your last words.
Yes, so I'm of the opinion that we shouldn't sit back. Let's take advantage. Mammogram is the one that detects it much, much, much earlier. If you don't have time for mammogram, get yourself clinical breast examination every year. Thank you.
Yes, Madam.
And I also want to add that health is the most important investment everyone can make. So we should take our health, we should prioritize our health so that we can detect it early and then survive it.
I was just reading today, somebody posted on Facebook that one of the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad was that there are some two things that human beings take, for granted. One, your health, and two, leisure. And these are assets that we should value, but we don't. And so I think that it's very key. We take it seriously. Doc.
Yes.
Dr. CEO, your last words, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
To everyone watching,
yes,
to every Ghanaian, to everybody living in Ghana,
yes,
take charge of your health.
Absolutely.
Take charge of health.
Absolutely.
Health is a personal thing. It's an individual thing. Don't wait till the doctors come to you and say you're not well.
Yeah.
You detect it yourself. You know your body. Absolutely. You will know how you are feeling. So take charge of health. Don't wait until symptoms appear.
Yeah.
By then, it may be too late.
Absolutely.
Breast cancer detected early is highly treatable. Absolutely. And screening is both simple and accessible.
Absolutely.
And as you can see, IMaH is offering the opportunity with a discount, come and get screened. We encourage every woman and indeed every man to make screening a regular part of their wellness routine.
Yeah.
As my lady said, we have wellness packages. Absolutely. We have wellness packages in IMaH. You can come and you will be tailored to, you get your right package. Right. Adapt healthy lifestyle choices as regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol.
Absolutely.
Encourage your loved ones to get screened too. And at IMaH, our doors are always open. Together, through awareness, prevention, and compassion, we can reduce the burden of breast cancer and build a healthier Ghana.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Vitus Victor Annabisi, Chief Executive Officer, International Maritime Hospital, Dr. Edward Amu-Abuateng, General Surgeon, International Maritime Hospital, and indeed, Madam Sandra Koba, Oncology Nurse Specialist, International Maritime Hospital. IMaH is bringing early detection and accessible care to your doorsteps, and all you need to do is just get there, and then they would remember they are offering free screening services twice a week, and they will go beyond the month of October and into the second week, so to speak, of November. And so please do make a date, make some time, get there and get yourself screened, and let's see what happens. And to those that have been notified that you have some lumps and so you have to come for the ultrasound and mammograms, please don't wait. Just rush there, get it done. I know sometimes there might be some financial commitments, but it's far, far important and better to get there, get the money, go and struggle, get the money, go and get it done, and before your health gets worse, and you will be forced to turn all that you've saved in your lifetime to go and then perhaps cure yourself. Thank you very much indeed. So remember, it's the month of October, Pink to October, and we'll be talking about breast cancer awareness, and it's going to continue as far as IMaH is concerned. I want to thank my guests in the studios once again for coming tonight. We also want to thank you for taking time off to watch. To those of you who sent messages, we are deeply grateful to you. We entreat you to keep watching the rest of our programs here on Metro TV, and indeed make a date on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. and watch the abridged version of Our Report on Ghana Television GTV. God willing, next week we shall bounce back with another wonderful edition of your favorite Our Report program. My name is Kennedy Mona. Thank you so much. We wish you a blessed and super week ahead, and we pray that we all would meet again next week for another wonderful discussion. Take care, and God bless us all.